malnourished.
1/3 of the nation was ill-housed, President Roosevelt said, in the depths of the Great Depression. In New York City, if you had the stomach for it, you could tour 17 square miles of slums. In 1934, Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia declared war against the slums. He established the New York City Housing Authority. The authority's job was to clear slums and build low-rent housing. In 1936, the Housing Authority took on its most ambitious project, clearing 23 acres of slums to build Williamsburg houses in Brooklyn. William Lescaz was the chief architect. Lescaz saw to it that the new tenants would have light and air and green open spaces. And for the walls of basement community rooms in each building, Lescaz wanted art. Lescaz knew that across town, some of the nation's most innovative artists were starving for commissions. He knew, too, that Roosevelt's new Works Progress Administration, the WPA, would pay artists $28 a week to create art for public spaces. 4 of the nation's most talented young abstract artists created murals in the buildings at Williamsburg. Ilya Bolotofsky, Balcom Green, Paul Kelpie, and Albert Swindon. Years passed. The basement rooms were no longer used. Decades passed. The murals were forgotten. 3 of them were even painted over with house paint. In the 1980s, the Housing Authority went looking for the lost Williamsburg murals. Authority Chairman Emmanuel Popolizio led the campaign to save them. Eventually, from out of this wall came the Bolotofsky. From this wall, the Swindon. From behind these dusty files, the Green. And from these battered remnants, the Kelpie panels. The restoration work was heroic. Early on, the work was more like blasting a subway tunnel than art conservation. The murals were separated from the walls, and with them hundreds of pounds of cement and plaster. After being carefully rolled onto a foam blanket, each mural was transported to the conservation studio. Then began 2 years of skillful, patient restoration work. Finally, after more than half a century, the the Williamsburg murals have emerged into the light. Now people from all over the world can come and see them at the Brooklyn Museum.